Today we're going to be showing you guys what we eat on a day on our keto lifestyle. For brunch, we're going to be having eggs Benedict with a chaffle. And then for dinner, we're going to be ordering Illuminati's pizza, which is something that we love to do on the weekends. This pizza is a very famous chain out of the Chicagoland area, and they actually make a keto-friendly pizza. It's Saturday, so why not have a little pizza party? We'll actually go into like how this pizza is keto and everything once we get it. But for now, we're going to get started on our eggs Benedict, which is going to be interesting considering we've never made eggs Benedict before. And actually, I've never even eaten eggs Benedict before, so we should do that. So traditionally, eggs Benedict is served on an English muffin as far as I know, and obviously that's not keto. So we're going to be replacing the English muffin with a chaffle. If you guys don't know our chaffle recipe, we'll leave it in the description below, but it's very simple and it makes the crispiest, crunchiest chaffle. So we're gonna make those first and then we'll get started on the rest of the ingredients. So our chaffles are done and they're sitting off to the side so they can get nice and crispy and crunchy. And we're gonna start on our Hollandaise sauce. I've never actually made Hollandaise sauce before, and I'll be honest, I was a little intimidated, but I've gotten some new confidence on how to make Hollandaise and other sauces because I recently took a class about sauces on Skillshare. And that brings us to today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for inspiring creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. Skillshare offers a wide variety of classes from cooking to gardening to even crafting. The class that I took and really enjoyed was called The Creative Kitchen: Simple Sauces to Elevate Every Meal by Khalees. What this class taught me was how important sauces are to cuisine and how versatile they are. And once you learn the formula on how to make a sauce, you can apply it to almost any cuisine. And you should know that Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, so there are no ads. And they're always constantly uploading premium new classes, so you can stay focused and follow where your creativity takes you. And it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. The first 1,000 of our subscribers to click our link in the description will get a free trial of a premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the Hollandaise sauce. So we're going to be using the blender to make this Hollandaise sauce, and we're going to be adding 3 egg yolks. You could use the whites to make your chaffles, half a teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of lemon juice. We're gonna blend this for 20 to 30 seconds and it's gonna get lighter in color. So I realized that we don't exactly have enough egg yolks in there to reach the top of the first blade, which would have given you that color that you're supposed to be looking for. So I'm gonna add a little bit of butter just so that the blender is working as it should. Now I'm gonna stream in the rest of the 10 tablespoons of melted warm butter. And I'm gonna turn the blender on low. Now I'm gonna put it into a warm pan while Sarah cooks us the rest of our ingredients. Okay, so the sauce that Emily made is off to the side cooling, and we're gonna start off with the other elements that are gonna go on our eggs Benedict. Traditionally, I believe that there's Canadian bacon that goes on top of the English muffin, which we are gonna be using a chaffle, and then it's gonna be poached eggs. I'm not very good at poaching eggs, so we're just gonna give it a shot. You know, trying out new things is something that we love doing on this channel. So let's try to poach some eggs, shall we? So we're gonna be doing a Whirlpool method for poaching our eggs, which pretty much means you make a whirlpool inside of your pot. I've also read on the internet that some people say that they like to add vinegar because it helps to like keep the egg together. So we're gonna be adding in a little bit of vinegar and some salt into the water. Right now it's getting up to a boil. And then we're going to do a cauldron effect and create a whirlpool. And then we're going to be taking our egg, which I'm going to be putting into a ramekin. And we're going to slide the egg ever so gently into the whirlpool and hope that it all stays together in like a tornado of water and keep it together. And then hopefully we have a poached egg. Wonderful. And here is our Canadian bacon. I'm gonna be frying it up on both sides in a skillet. And yeah, there's nothing really else to say about that. Why do you need so much vinegar? Because we were trying to use it to clean. It's like an organic cleanser. Oh. I don't think it's done yet. I like to get a nice color on that side. What is that? I'm getting the energy to do this, okay? So we're gonna be cracking our eggs into a ramekin because I've heard that it's easier to slide it into the water like that. We're gonna be doing 1 egg at a time. That's how we started off too. And then okay, that's weird. Okay. A little twin humor for you. So we're gonna start our whirlpool. Oh my god. All right. You want a light current, not a vortex.
No, I think you want a vortex. Yeah. You want enough so that when you stop stirring, there's still some spinning, right?
Okay, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
Sarah! Oh.
Oh, shoot. There's some nice color there.
I think you're only supposed to boil it for 90 seconds, right?
Yeah, but it hasn't been in there for 90 seconds. Took out our first egg, and we're going to keep on cooking up our eggs, and hopefully we get through it pretty quickly here. So on to the next one. Don't you give me problems, you! Ugh. This one's a little on the ugly side. All right, so we broke one egg, but we have 3 others. So all of our elements for our eggs Benedict is ready. So we're gonna put them together and try it. Look at it. It's creamy. Sarah kind of went easy on the sauce for me. Does she not know I'm a sauce gal? I mean, come on. This is a very conservative amount of sauce. I wish I had a fork and knife. I will get you one.
Okay. Bring over some more sauce while you're at it.
Are you joking?
No! Oh my god. Look at the amount of sauce that you have. It looks exactly the same, but you'd have to be here to understand how much more sauce she put on mine.
Calm down.
That's more even. Completely hard all the way through. Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Mmm.
I like it. It's a very indulgent meal with the sauce on top, but since we don't eat breakfast, we can have a more significant calorie count for brunch.
I just want to eat it like a chaffle. I'm sick of this.
During the beginning of us doing Keto Twins, we really hated eating on camera. If you watch some of our earlier content, you'll notice that like we don't even try the food when we make it. We did the lemon bars and we were just like, here are the lemon bars. And like so many people commented you didn't even try it. And that was because we were very like self-conscious about eating on camera in the beginning. Which
we have no more shame.
Now we just like, yeah, we just pig out on camera. But before it was really difficult for us to eat on camera.
Well, it was difficult to eat in front of my husband when I met him.
Right.
Tales of a formerly obese person. You know what I mean? Give a little.
My napkin's so far away. Can you wait? No, ew, never mind. But up next, I think we're gonna like spend some time watching some YouTube, get some garden ideas. Like it's April, our gardens are waking up, and it's time to do some garden planning. We love gardening; it's one of our passions. So yeah, we're gonna do that now. Pizza has arrived. Yummy.
That looks like more than pizza, Sarah.
We did buy some wings for the husband. So here are the wings, which is also a pretty good option from Illuminati's. So here we have the Illuminati's pizza, and the crust is actually made of sausage. You can get different stuff on there, but we just kept it simple and just with cheese and tomato sauce. This pizza is ultra filling, like 2 pieces and you're gonna be done because the meat really fills you up. Instead of like a regular pizza that you could eat like 20 pieces of, you're not gonna be able to eat more than a couple pieces of this pizza, I promise you. All right, so we're gonna plate up this pizza and try it.
I prefer the sausage crust over like some of the cauliflower crusts out there.
Yeah.
Especially if you can make the sausage crust really thin. I think some people even do a ground chicken crust that's really thin. That might work really well too. We could probably make a video about that if you guys want us to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just a little sneak peek of what we eat in a day on our keto lifestyle. Thanks so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And you guys remember to click the link in the description to get your free trial membership to Skillshare. Anyways, I'm Emily.
I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins, signing out.